Hello everyone! In this exciting video we're going to be showing you a reconstructed ancient city down here in the deep dark biome. So we've always wanted to construct an underground base in the past, but we never had the time to do that. Ever since the Caves and Cliffs update about a year ago, they made it much easier to build these bases down below. So, we're going to be showing you this reconstructed ancient city here and what we've done to it. So, some of the issues we've had with building bases down below is that we always thought that we had to find a cave big enough to store all of our bases down here. So, when we build the bases, we try to incorporate the villagers here. And then there was also worry that we could not find any unique farms or builds down here that would make it worth it to reconstruct this area. But we'll show you later on with the glow squid and the tropical fish that we do have some interesting farms down below here. And then there was also a concern with the lighting involved, in which case this city is very dark because there's hardly any torches or lighting. But later on we conceived of a glow vine construction here on this ceiling, much like the lush caves, that makes it much easier for us to put in lighting down here below. So with all of this lighting, we also wanted to look into alternative light sources as opposed to the bright yellow torches. So we went with different color schemes and more of a low light vision. Right now we're using a brightness scale here for presentation purposes. So the vision behind this build here is that we wanted to build a ancient city. It's something that it's already been done by other YouTubers, so we decided to go with a different theme. We decided to go with the Menzoberranzan theme. For those who are familiar with Dungeons and Dragons, that's the Drow city in the Underdark, a ancient and a chaotic elven race. So, Menzoberranzan, as some people know, have dark vision down here in the caves, so they tend to prefer colors that are towards the ultraviolet spectrum. That's going to be your purple, blue, and green colors. So with the purple, we have the crying obsidian. That gives us a little bit of lighting. We also have the purple amethyst blocks. That gives us a little bit of vision down below. And of course with the blue colors, we got the soul torches, lanterns scattered throughout the city. Green was a little bit more difficult. Green color, we had the glowing squid signs scattered throughout the city. You also have a bit of the skulk that provides us with that color. Okay, so for those who are familiar with D&D, you got the Drow City Clock Tower right here in front of us. That's called Narbondel, and what that does is that it tells the Drow the time of the day. So we have this connected to a bunch of beacons down below, and then the white light, that's going to represent the daytime. We're using a daylight sensor, and then during the nighttime that's going to change to a dark purple color. So pretty interesting stuff here. We're going to show you some more details of how we reconstructed this build here, and then we'll show you some of the farms that we discovered. Okay. So we have some before and after pictures of the ancient city. The first one here is the main causeway with all the oxalata ponds. As you can see, we had to do a lot of cleanup. And then once we cleaned it up, we added some color into this. The next guy here is the ancient city palace walls. We kept the main design here. As you can tell with the dark vision, we added more lighting and more color with the flags. The next one is the tower itself. We had to remove a lot of the skulk, but we basically kept the main design, and then we surrounded it with 2 nether portals with some crying obsidian. Over here we have the interior of the palace courtyard. We had to remove a lot of the gray wool blocks. Never really liked that as a design structure. And we removed it with some more deep slate bricks, as well as the dark oak wood. We also created 4 parallel bridges to the interior of this palace. So we got the inside of the palace. We removed all the cramped quarters with those redstone rooms, and we gave it more of an open finish with some water elevators. Over here we have one of the side causeways that are scattered throughout the city. We had to do a lot of cleanup work with this one here. We got rid of all the gray wool. At the bottom we replaced it with deep slate bricks. At the top we like the dark oak wood. So at the top here you can see the basic pattern, and then once it's completed, we did add the glow vines at the top and kept the basic pattern here with the deep slate bricks. Welcome back, and in this portion of the video we're going to be showing you the city itself. Alright, so on top of us here we have a sugarcane farm, and then right below that we are connected to a series of blue ice highways, so that connects us to different portions of the city. So let's take a look at some of the other farms here. And then over here we have a bunch of librarians, where we got the glow squid signs that shows us what they buy and sell. Pretty simple cell design here, but underneath this guy we have a bunch of redstone torches, and what that does is that it prevents any iron golems from spawning inside of these cells. So with these villagers we sell different goods throughout the city. Let's take a look at some more farm designs here. Over here we have the sheep farm design, and with this one here we need the bright torches to light up the grass so that it can grow. At the end of the farm here we have a redstone clock connected to a bunch of dispensers with shears inside of them. Okay, so when it comes to the render distance, we have that hazy blue background. So let me show you what it looks like when we change the render distance. So whenever we change that distance, it's going to change the background coloring, which is kind of the reason why I like the distance to be short, so that it gives us that blue hazy glow, indicative of the Drow. Okay. Over here we got a bunch of shepherds that are penned up into their cells. Over here we got some small farm designs. We got one here by Toasted Sausage that has 2 dispensers full of bone meal that can allow you to quickly grow the glow vines up in the surface. Over here we got the meat farms. You got the classic chicken and cow. What you do is that when you breed them, their young will fall down below into the lower levels so that you can harvest them. Off to the side here we got a farm design by iCraftMC. What that does is that these villagers grow all of these crops, and then they try to throw that to the villager in the middle. But before that villager can accept it, we have a bunch of hoppers that collects it down below. Over here we got the classic pumpkin / melon farm. Got the single plot AFK farm design. Over here in this building we have a bunch of free roaming clerics with a massive potion design here. Alright. Over here we have an exciting new farm designed by Sebula622. This design helped us a lot with all the moss that we grew up in the ceiling. Right now it's a little bit blocked right now because of all the cobblestone. Let's repair this guy. So you have a stone generator and a moss generator connected together, and with the bone meal underneath, it's going to create all those moss blocks, and then the water will dispense it down below so that we can collect it and use it for our means. I got a simple basalt generator, clay generator. Over here we got the kelp farm. Underneath that we have a underwater honey machine that's going to knock all that kelp up to the surface so that we can collect it. So we use all of that kelp for the fuel. And that's going to be down here next to the lava generators. And that's how we power up our farms with all that fuel. Alright, so over here we have a TNT / free farm where we can drop all that TNT on top of these dark oaks, and then the allay will pick up the pieces in between the TNT droppings. Okay. So let's show you the last farm that we have within this city, and that's going to be the glow squid farm, and that's right towards the surface near level 30. So if you could see it, there are a bunch of water tunnels, elevators that's going to take us to the surface. Let's take this guy here. So squid farm can spawn at levels below 30. We're going to take advantage of the ancient city biome because no mobs can spawn down below. The farm here is by Logical Geek Boy. This is an ingenious device that uses tinted glass to block out any light, and then it uses a bunch of water to have the glow squids spawn in. These glow squids can spawn in at great distances, which is why we don't see it right now, but we do see all the ink that's left behind, and then there is a minecart underneath that picks up the items. And it looks like it's fully booked up. Okay, so we're going to show you the tropical fish farm that's going to be in our lush cave. We're going to zip over there. Very good. So we are at the tropical fish farm that we have in the lush caves. Let me pull that up for you guys. Using F3 plus B, we can see all the tropical fish that are spawning here. What we have here is a simple concept by another YouTuber, where what we do is that we build a big hole at the top and drop a bunch of water. So over here, as long as there's not too many competing sources of water, you can get all these beautiful tropical fish to spawn in. And what that does is that it makes it easier for us to use them in our aquarium, and we can also grow our oxalotl farms. Very good. So we're going to wrap up the video here with this conclusion. So some of the benefits to building this ancient city down here is that there are no phantoms that can delay your construction process. In fact, once we get rid of the wardens and all of their spawn devices, there are no mobs that can spawn here. So this is actually the safest base that we have in the Minecraft world. So another advantage that we have here with this underground city is that the villagers work very well within the construct. So with the villagers, you're going to have cats and iron golems that can spawn in, and then the cats, they do not attack our tropical fish nor oxalotl. So that's very good that worked out well for that. So we also had a distinct farm advantage here when it comes to the new glow squid farms that can spawn at certain levels deep in the underground. We also have tropical fish farms and then the amethyst farms that are spawning lower into the surface. So we learned a lot from this build here with the deep slate. Deep slate has a lot of different variants as well as textures, and then we also learned how to use different lighting techniques. So we got the lichen lighting here that lightly lights up the ceiling of the cave here. We also have the brighter glow vines as well as the other light sources that we discussed that gives us a somewhat low light vision. Okay, so some of the disadvantages to the farm is that it took us a lot of months to repair, envision, and construct this entire farm so that it can be aesthetically pleasing. But another concern here is that it also took us a long time to repair and seal all of the cracks and tunnels to the walls and the ceiling of this entire city. So as long as you're willing to spend the time here to repair and modify, this is actually a very good base. So if you like this video, go ahead and give us a like. We have a small YouTube video channel here in case you want to watch our other Minecraft videos. But thank you for your patience, guys, and enjoy your day.